On this episode of Where's the Line, me and Joseph talk about a lot of stuff. This is episode number 117. Let's get into it.
You are now listening to the Where's the Line podcast with Joseph West and Britt Dillard. Enjoy the show.
Milton gonna take a shot wide open and just strutting in is Keaton. Joe Milton does it again.
Orji again on a blitz. Levis pocket collapses. He's on the run. He just heaves it up. And it's intercepted by Vanderbilt. And let the celebration begin. The streak is over at 26. The Commodores win it.
Talk about Vanderbilt football.
Deep right, and Tennessee walks it off. Pandemonium in Knoxville. Center field, DeMarco. There to make the catch. Anchored down. Vanderbilt on top of the college baseball world again.
That's all I gotta say, and you're going to hell. Bye.
Another edition of Where's the Line. It is Wednesday, February 21st, episode number 117. My name is Britt Dillard. I'm joined here by Joseph West. How are you today, brother?
I'm good, Britt. I'm a Vanderbilt fan. It's baseball season.
It is baseball
Vandy
season.
boys are back.
Where's the Line is back. We took a week off.
Did
Mental
we?
health.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping.
Yeah,
After
mental
literally
health
forgot
break.
That's on me.
It was,
Vacay.
it was nice. That was our first break of the year, I guess. I mean, it's only like the 7th week of the year, so I guess we didn't last that long. But no, it was good. But I am
Never
excited
do.
to be back. What's going on, Joseph? I haven't really talked to you.
Man, I'm having a good day. We're gonna celebrate on this podcast a little early because although my sources have been wrong before, they hopefully will not be this time. I've heard Jerry Stackhouse is a dead man. I've heard this dude's a dead man. He'll be fired by the end of the week. He'll be fired by Sunday. Okay, this man will be fired by Sunday. By the weekend, this dude is a gonzo bird. This dude is gone. Okay? So, Jerry Stackhouse, may the world get worse for you. Maybe not. I take that back, Jerry. That wasn't very Christian-like of me. I don't wish any bad things on you as a human. But the moment that you leave Vanderbilt will be the greatest day I've had as a Vanderbilt fan in quite some time. Because you, sir, have ruined everything I love. So, everything I love about Morgan Wallen, yeah, to Jerry Stackhouse.
You heard it here first on Where's the Line. Jerry Stackhouse is done.
He's fired. He's literally
He's
fired
done,
right now.
so he's dead.
Also, real quick, vacation, and we did miss a week. Opening day happened. Vanderbilt's going through some interesting things in their lineup right now. The pitching staff. I don't really know what Corbin's doing. It's early. Vandy boys are 3-1. No, I'm sorry, we lost yesterday to Dayton. We're 2-2, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're 2-2. I'm sorry. We're 2-2. We lost yesterday to Dayton 8-5. I'm just so excited to go watch a game at the Hawk. I can't wait. I got offered some UT Vandy tickets the other day, by the way. Live on this podcast, I'll tell you that.
Let's
I did.
go. Am I invited?
Yes,
It's
but
okay.
I'm gonna have to. No, you're invited, but I'm gonna have to tell him that I'm bringing you, and he'll probably charge you more than me.
Who is it?
You don't know him. You don't know him. His name's Scott. Like I'm serious, you don't know him. He's
What's his last
he's a guy. I don't know. I don't think we're not. Me and Scott aren't that type of friends. I don't know his last name.
Is it the photographer?
No, that's Brent.
Okay.
Oh no, wait. You might be talking about. I mean, he posted some Vanderbilt pictures this year. Scott Derrick, Billy's little brother.
That's what I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of Scott Derrick. No, not Scott Derrick.
That's what I'm thinking of.
No. Although shout out Billy Derrick, Vanderbilt, VandySports.com, legend, and his little brother. I don't know either one of them that well as humans, but I've heard great things that they're great people. So shout out to them. Shout out to those guys.
Baseball. Yeah. I mean, baseball, it's a long season. I mean, if you make it to the College World Series, you play what, like 60 games? Close to it, 50, 60 games. Tennessee's 4-1, I think. Yeah. 4-1. But it's a long season, a lot to get into. This weather, man, I swear, like the more age I have on me, the more years, I don't know why I say it like that, the older that I get, like
Fritz 100.
It's like the weather is more important. Like I understand now why old people talk about the weather. Because when the weather's good, it really does. It changes everything.
It changes your mood for sure. I had someone call me today, actually, on their lunch break. And he literally called me and said, "Bro, have you been outside?" And I said, "Yeah, I was outside about 15 minutes ago. Why?" He said, "Because it's about to make me act up." And, I mean, it's hard to disagree with him when the weather's this good. It is hard to disagree with that good friend of mine. I mean, I was about to act up as well. I get it.
All right.
Do you not agree?
I have.
Do you not agree?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I've said those exact words.
I mean, yeah. We're not saying act up as in, like, go cheat on your girlfriend. Or like, go commit a crime. We're just saying we about to act up in a very polite way.
What is the best season, you think?
Here's the downside to okay, can I give them in order and why?
Mm-hmm.
Can I go 4, 3, 2, 1? Okay, here we go. Here's number 4. Number 4 to me always will be, I'm sorry, some people are gonna hate this take, right? But I'm gonna say summer is number 1. I mean number 4. I'm sorry. Summer is last. Summer's the worst. Here's why. Because I like to be outside, genuinely. Like, I enjoy you wouldn't be able to tell that some days when all I do is play PlayStation, but I genuinely enjoy to be outside. Just to hang out, to sit out there, to feel the breeze. I like being outside. And when it's 120, bro, I cannot be outside. When like the heat index a few times this year or the feel like temperature was over 115 several times in Tennessee. That is insane. I can't be outside. If it's over 95, I'm about to die of a heat stroke 5 minutes into outside. And I'm a big dude. I'll be sweating. Okay? I'll be sweating. No, none of that. Summer, you're number 4. I'm sorry. There's some lit days in the summer. But there's too much bad in there. That's why you're number 4. Winter, you're number 3. Same thing. You're cold, it's too cold. I ain't trying to be outside and all that. I ain't trying to have the big jacket on. All right? No, winter, you suck too. You get way too cold. The only time you're cool is when I'm out of work. That's why winter's 3. Winter, you 3. 2, easily, spring. I know some people are going to hate this take. Some people are going to say, Joe, you have summer 4th. Most people have summer 4. They got spring 1. No, here's why. Allergies. Okay? Mm-hmm. I get 0 allergies in the fall. 0 allergies in the fall. Spring, I be getting allergies. My eyes be getting puffy. They kind of were tonight. I had to hit some little anti-itch, little redness drops in there. And look, I just can't be doing all this. I don't got time to be taking allergy medicine and hitting Flonase and all that. I can't be doing all that. Spring, year 2. Fall, number 1. You're goated. You have the best weather. This type of sweatshirt on weather. Me and Britt Dillard, we feast for that weather. When I see the fall leaves coming off the tree and my boy Britt Dillard walking at me with a clear cup in his hand with a clear substance, probably a vodka Sprite, but we don't know for sure. When I see that, I'm happy. Like, I am smiling. I don't even care if Britt's coming over to tell me that UT's undefeated. It's like I can't help but look in that moment, feel the 70, 65-degree weather with the sweatshirt on and my hat on backwards, see my boy, and not say that's 1. Fall's 1.
I agree with you to a certain extent. The thing about the debate between spring and fall is, for me, and I hadn't really considered the allergies. That is a big thing. But spring, you have gone through winter, and you're used to it being cold, and then it's warm. Like today, like it was like 70 degrees today. That's like, well, I kind of lean spring, but then fall has football, and I don't think it's unfair to include like football is in the fall.
No.
Like that's part of it. But yeah, I don't
And
want to be
listen,
the guy that really talks about the weather. But
I
yeah,
don't talk about it enough, but I love baseball. In person, it's hard to beat a baseball game. I'm gonna be honest, because baseball's really social. You can pretty much talk the whole time. You can enjoy yourself. You can have a hot dog, talk to your boys, talk to your family. A baseball game is a legendary time.
Yeah.
Can we agree?
Yeah.
So the spring is also too because of baseball weather. Baseball weather kind of undefeated. As a baseball player, do you agree, Britt? That baseball weather,
Yeah.
that early, like second, third week of the season would just be hitting. I remember coming to y'all's games like, this is a beautiful day.
Yeah, no, that is nice. But no, I was curious. I was just
Number
thinking
one,
about that.
first baseman and pitcher in the state at the time, Britt Dillard, played for the Gordonsville Tigers. Only reason I went to watch because dude was a unit.
I was probably the best 1A first baseman over 200 pounds in the state of Tennessee. I think I could safely say that.
Wait a second. Was Ryan Weathers?
No, he was a
Ryan
pitcher.
Weathers not? Did he not also play first base? Or am I tripping?
Actually, he played center field.
That's where he would go. I knew he played somewhere in the field sometimes. I just couldn't
But
remember.
we're not
where.
gonna.
I thought it was first.
We're not really gonna get into that too much. But
We don't want to talk about Ryan Weathers on this podcast.
what I've got going on is this
Okay, I'm listening.
Clash of Clans.
Oh God.
Clash of Clans. I think this is like the third or fourth podcast in a row we've talked about Clash of Clans. But it has consumed my life. The grind is just
Cool.
It takes me back, and I think nostalgia is a part of it. A very powerful force. Nostalgia. Siege. It's like I'm in high school. I'm literally in high school right now.
Siege. Turn me up. Siege and Clash, honestly. Both of them. Turn me up.
But yeah, I'm looking at my topics list here, and it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad because
So Clash of Clans, are we just not going to say anything else about it? Are we done?
we can talk about it.
No, look, here's the goated thing about Clash of Clans is I agree. I'm also back on Clash of Clans. Just got done in a clan war. We lost. I'm pissed. I'm at Town Hall 10. I'm getting close to maxing it out. I bought some gems. Mind your business, but about $30 worth. Dude, it's my money, okay? If I want to drop $30 on Clash of Clans, I'll do it. I tithe, okay? I tithe. I give my percent to the Lord. If anybody wants to question me there, and outside of that, you shouldn't care what I do with my money. So, $30 to Clash of Clans about 2 weeks ago. Bought me about, I think it was like 4,000 gems or something. So, you know, I'll be gymming some stuff, Britt. I mean, I'm coming clean on this pod. This is the honesty podcast right here. And I'm coming honest, spend about $30 on Clash.
What kills you though is when you want to upgrade something and it's like use 150 gems to free up a builder. And I'm like, okay, I have 3,000. That's nothing. That's like 2% of my gems. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use that. Yeah.
That's pity, dog.
But what they kill you with is the deals that they have that like refresh every week, and it's like $1 you get a builder potion and you get a million gold.
They hit
I'm
you with
it's $1. I have to do it.
5. I got last night, actually, that my total's about to go up. I forgot about this. Last night I got 5 books of building or whatever that automatically finishes like something when you start building it. The book of building or whatever. 10 wall rings, which automatically upgrades your wall to the next level. 2 builder potions and a boost on my army for $14.99. Are you kidding me?
I saw
That's
that.
a steal.
I saw that.
That. I bought it. So actually my total's up to $45. I'll take it back. $45. Golly, now that I said it out loud though,
Yeah,
I'm
45
kind of
is
embarrassed. Can we edit that out of the pod?
Yeah, I'll do it.
We'll do it. I
I'll
appreciate
edit
it.
that out for you. But no, I'm looking at my my topics list here. And it's
All right, what's next? No more clash.
I had an ingrown toenail that I took care of.
All right, next.
So I felt okay. Alabama fired their football radio announcer. He's done it for like 35 years, and they fired him.
Fired him? That's crazy.
And he comes out. They were asking him about it. He's like, I didn't retire. He's like, they told me they didn't want me to come back, which leads me to we got to get Bob Kessling out of Knoxville. This is his 25th season, this upcoming season calling football. What better time to just take old Bob out to the pasture, take him behind the shed, and just put him out of his misery. That's my crusade.
I guess nothing really.
That's my crusade. But do you have anything to talk about? I don't want to.
I just looked to my right where I see this great bobblehead here. Hopefully y'all can see that. You can. That's the Kanye West bobblehead, Life of Pablo there, legendary album. And I just wanted to say, Ye is back. Ye is back.
So on the song Carnival, there's like a ton of features on this album.
Yeah.
Is Playboi Carti on that song?
On Carnival, yeah.
What happened to him? What happened to his voice?
Playboi Carti is trash. If you listen to Playboi Carti, question yourself. And another thing, here's some other guys. I'm just not listening to these guys. I'm not listening to anybody who just puts out total garbage, which is Playboi Carti, NBA Youngboy, honestly, half the rappers. Actually, most of the rappers, like 98%. The only people who are actually kind of good, J. Cole, he talks about some real stuff. You got to respect it. I think he's a good dude. I like J. Cole. And outside of him, I don't really know if anybody else really means what they say. Kanye, you could argue, used to.
I think Kid Laroi. I think his music's pretty.
Yeah, I wouldn't really consider I wouldn't put Kid Laroi as like a rapper though. Like I would put him in more. I'd put her in more of the pop culture.
Yeah, you're probably right. But I want to get serious right here.
Okay.
Let's talk about something serious. That's one of my famous. Let's talk about something that's serious.
Either that or we let's talk about something serious, or we got to do something crazy.
We got to do something crazy.
Are two of Britt Dillard's legendary quotes.
So let's talk about something serious. It was a revelation for me today, but also on a serious note, I think I'm being convicted about something.
Oh, dang, we are. I thought this was going to be the most non-serious thing of all.
Oh, no. Like, no, I'm being serious.
Okay.
This is dead serious.
When you said conviction, I was like, okay.
I've said it on here before. I consume content nonstop.
Yeah.
It's like I woke up this morning, I turned on the voluntary reaction, listen to everybody talking about we beat Missouri last night. While I'm in the shower, while I'm getting ready out the door, I turn on Tony Basilio's radio show from last night. Same thing after the game. I get to work, turn on the morning show, Fox Sports Knoxville, listen to it all day. I'm driving at work. I had to get in the truck and go somewhere. I'm driving. I'm listening to a YouTube video, and it's scary stories from Reddit. And I'm listening to these stories. I'm like, these are terrible. Like, these aren't even funny. And then it hit me. I was like, I don't even know who I am. I don't even know who I am anymore, because all I do is I'm constantly listening to something or watching something. I'm like a grown-up iPad kid. Like, I can't just sit alone. I can't just sit in my own silence and just be like by myself without listening to something.
Who would want to do that?
But I don't know. It kind of hit me. I was like, maybe I would do more things to better myself if I like spent more time with myself and kind of like learned more. I was like, I don't even know who I am. I was like, I'm just like a bot. I'm just a content machine.
I'm just a bot. No, listen, that's crazy. Here's why. I feel like everybody would say that in a sense that like they don't, at times at least, they haven't known themselves. And like I will say though, the people who you can tell the people who like really have like dug deep into themselves, you can tell. Like
Yeah.
like the dude who knows his like darkest fear and like can open it, legend.
Mm.
That dude's a dog. That dude's a guaranteed dog.
Yeah.
So
It's
maybe
like,
I
imagine
agree.
if you go to the bathroom and you don't have your phone, it's over. The
Oh, it's
bathroom
over.
time is over. We're going to get the phone.
Yeah.
But I was talking to a good friend the other day, and we were talking about regrets, and he was like talking about all these things that he regrets, and I was like, I don't know if I have any regrets. But I was like, do I actually not have any regrets, or do I just not even realize? Because like I'll be driving to work, and I'll get to work, and I'm like, how did I get here? I'm like, I did not even.
Zoned out.
I just subconsciously drove here and did
Yeah.
not pay any attention to anything on the road. I drove an hour without even paying attention.
Your body went into autopilot. It's so legendary.
Yeah. So after that, I turned off my Reddit YouTube video. It wasn't even good anyways. And I just sat in silence. And I
would
was
never.
like, I was chilling and I prayed. Cause like, I mean, I got 2 hours a day that I'm driving. Like I could use that time for something useful. And not all of it. I'm not saying don't ever listen to music or podcast. It's like you're in the Matrix. Like I've been listening to podcasts before I got on here. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying I was doing too much. I am doing too much.
I mean, there probably is a line to draw. I mean, don't get me wrong. Could you 100% spend your time on better things? Yeah, but like at the same time, I think you could say that about like any aspect of anyone's life. Like you could spend less time doing this and do more of this, whether it's like, biblically speaking, like, you should be listening to a sermon or reading your Bible in that time or whatever. You're driving, so you can't really read your Bible. But, if you're at home, reading your Bible instead of listening to a podcast, I get that. But even if it's just something like, well, you could help clean the house more than, you listen to that podcast. Like you could do it about 1,000 different things.
Yeah. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a phone. Like I'm not looking at this from like an aspect of phones are bad. I'm looking at it more of I'm not even present in my own life because it's like I'm living other people's lives, like who I listen to. And I was thinking, like, my phone wakes me up in the morning, and then boom, I'm listening all day. I'm listening, or I'm looking at a computer screen working, or when I get home, I'm watching TV, or I'm playing Xbox, and then I go to sleep, and then this thing wakes me up again. It's like it's the Matrix.
I mean, yeah. I mean, your phone does everything. That's what I was talking about the other day. I think it might have been with my dad. I was like, dude, can you imagine if like someone just took out our phones? Like, what would I do? Like, I got no idea. And you get like a small taste of it when you're like, obviously, I just got back from a cruise. Like when you're on the cruise, if no one else buys the Wi-Fi package, like I was the only one who bought it, you don't know where anyone's at. You just got to go find them, like with your legs. Like you got to walk around and go find them. I hate it.
Cause like if something
There's
happened and there
part
was
of it
like
that's fun.
yeah, it's adventure. If there was a global internet outage, the world would end.
How long are we talking?
I'm talking like the internet is gone forever.
Forever?
Yeah. Cause think about it, like I have money that the only place it exists is right here. I don't know how to access like stocks. Now, let's be honest, there's not much money there because I don't have much money. But like that's just gone. I almost think that we're as a society going to get so advanced that we're like this isn't even fun anymore. And we're just going to revert back to simpler, like we're gonna go back in time and like everybody the cool thing is gonna be to have a flip phone or a phone in your house.
No.
I think that would be cool though.
No. Yeah, I mean, cool in theory, but usually that's what you think would happen. There's no way that's what I think.
I mean,
Absolutely no way.
I mean, we're gonna be. The plot of Wall-E is gonna be. It's gonna
No,
come to fruition.
I think we're just gonna meet a plateau. Like I think you're gonna meet a plateau where eventually you're like, okay, there's nothing I can think of. Because like, okay, think about it. All the things that we have that like that are really important to us, we like them because they make our life easier.
Mhm.
Eventually they're gonna run out of ways to do that. They're gonna run out of new ideas. You just have to. You just do. Or like you can start adding little things, but like I'm talking about big, huge changes. Like from flip phones to the iPhone, like when the first iPhone came out, and then look how much it's revolutionized throughout the last 20 years. Like, yeah, no, I don't think I agree. I think we just reach a plateau eventually. Or we reach a high point, but it becomes our own downfall. That could also happen. That could also happen.
It's like the Roman Empire.
Yeah. I mean, USA could easily fall if there was a takeover, like a cyber attack. Because think about, like what Britt said, think about how bad people would start freaking out if they couldn't access their bank accounts from their computer or their phone because they weren't working. And so everyone ran to the bank, pulled out all their money. First of all, economy crash. When everybody takes their money out from the banks, economy crash. Second of all, then after like a week, people would start going insane. Like, because especially people our age, they'd be losing their mind.
You'd have literal withdrawals.
Yes. They would literally be losing their mind. Like, it would be insane. And, like, I don't know what I would do if, like if the only way I could get a hold of you was to drive to your house. That's insane. I guess if I show up and you're not home and then I'm pissed, I just drove 18 minutes down the road for you not to be there. And then I would just sit around and have to wait on you. And I would have nothing to do. I would have nothing to do because my phone's not working.
But that's when we had time to figure stuff out. That's when we had time to think about like our next move in life or whatever. The reason this all came about is because I have a very big decision to make, and I can tell you off of here. It's just a grown up thing that's going on. And I'm very intentional right now about thinking about it and like praying about it. And I'm like, oh, I'm distracted by it. I have to upgrade my mortar to level 8 while I have a free builder. I don't want to waste that time. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to make this huge decision and I'm sitting here distracted. I'm like, I've got to get this elixir so I can upgrade my wall. It's wild, but
that is crazy.
I don't know. It's a lot. And it's not like we didn't grow up with like an iPad in front of us.
No.
For the most part. I mean, I had a DS when I was little, but like
I can remember even though, like, don't get me wrong, like I played a lot of PlayStation in high school and stuff. Like, so I'm not saying that at all, that like I didn't. But like we would go play football, like we would go in person and hang out and throw football and play basketball and all kinds of stuff at least once a week. At least we all would hang out. I mean, if not more than that. And then if I wasn't hanging out with them, with that group of my friends, I'd be hanging out with Britt and Hunter Vault. We'd be driving to B-Dubs or doing something. Like now, I genuinely don't think that's done as much. Maybe I'm a boomer right now. But
yeah, I feel that way sometimes.
But maybe I'm just tripping. All right, we're getting lost. Next subject.
But
okay, never mind.
It sticks out to me sometimes because I'll get home from work and I'll like greet my dog and then I'll get on Xbox and just play till it's time to go to sleep. And I'm like, my dog has been waiting for me to be home all day. And I was like, hello, I'm gonna go stick my head in this monitor. Like I'm like, she don't even know what's going on. It's like I'm hypnotized. I'm screaming. I'm sweating.
I'm sweating?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, next topic for real this time. What do we got?
That's it.
We have no more topics. We're out.
That's all I got, unless you want to talk about my
right.
toenail.
No, not okay. Toenail. I don't do feet. Now, I will say one thing though. Here's something that bothers me.
Okay.
Here's pet peeve right here. If you're in public, like a public setting, there is no reason, and I mean none, to be having a conversation so loud that everyone in the store can hear it. No reason. And if you're yelling, like if you're 15 feet away from somebody and you're yelling at them across the store, you've actually probably lost your mind. Like, I don't know what went through your head to think that was a good idea. Take 15 steps and have a conversation with them like this, where you just talk in a normal tone and not that loud.
I'm not trying to be racist. And maybe it's just, maybe I've just had, maybe this is just my experience. But why are races other than white people? I know white people can be loud and obnoxious, but it seems like non-white people are generally louder than white people. Is there something to that, or am I a bigot?
You're not a bigot. There is some truth to it to some extent, but also in my line of work, I would say it's pretty fair. It's pretty even. Like it's relatively even. Like, because there's probably more in number of white people that I know that come in the store that are super loud and obnoxious.
Yeah.
But there's also more white people that come in the store than any other race.
That's true.
So like you have to balance out. I would say the numbers overall are pretty even, like percentages wise. So no, I disagree with Britt here. I don't think it has anything to do with your race. I just think it has to be to do with if you're an idiot or not. And there's a lot of, for example, the person that did today was a white woman. Like literally, shut up.
Yeah. If kind of on the same lines, some people have just these terrible laughs, like annoying laughs. Would that like deter you from marrying a woman?
Yes, 100%.
I agree. That's unfortunate. That really,
no,
because
like okay, it depends. If the laugh is only loud or obnoxious when something is hilarious, like because when something's hilarious, I'll be laughing loud and I'll be the tea is ready. Okay, the tea is ready if I really start laughing. So like I get it. Like I'm not saying, but like if they're just laughing like that every time.
Like Chanel West Coast.
Even, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, what else is going on?
In the world? What are
the kids talking about?
They're talking about Jinxie and Sketch.
Dude, I've seen some of these videos of like the dating is hilarious.
Bro, quality content on the TikTok page when you're getting the Sketch dates. When Sketch hit the girl with, I knew we were in the NBA, but I didn't know we were playing the Golden State Warriors. I mean, that's legendary by Sketch. Also, the fact that Sketch has such a great character that he does, because for those of you that don't know, Sketch is not actually like that. Like, he's a normal human. But the fact that he's so good at staying in that character, and you can tell when something really gets him because he'll start laughing or like put his head down. Like, that's him trying not to make the little squint, or him trying to make the squinty face with his nostrils all pulled together or whatever. Like, but he can't because he's breaking character. He doesn't do it often, but he's hilarious. He genuinely is so funny. Like, I think he's hilarious. Now, I get it. He could be annoying for sure. And I think I've even found him annoying myself, but I think he's hilarious.
Yeah. Could you imagine explaining like Jinxie to like your grandparents?
No.
Like your Granny West.
No. There's no way I can imagine it. When I told, okay, so at one time, I was trying to, or I was playing the amateur tournaments in Rainbow Six Siege, nerd stuff. I know, I'm sorry. And my cousin Jordan was playing in amateur tournaments in Call of Duty. And he had like a 2.6 KD on Call of Duty. He was so good. And he was talking about trying to go pro in gaming, and my granny heard it, and we had a discussion about that, and that was a long conversation. Shout out Granny though, love her, but what are we doing?
She's a legend.
Legend.
She's a legend. How is she liking living in Smith County?
She loves it. She loves it. It's a nice little town. She likes it. She was in the ghetto before.
Yeah.
So she loves it. Britt, shout out Britt. He helped move my granny to Smith County. What a guy. Went to Nashville with us. Didn't you?
Yeah.
Or no? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, we have so many little stories. Like when we went to
Yeah.
the dump, the Davidson County
Oh,
waste
my.
place.
That was so legendary right there. That was such a legendary time. We were in Jordan Craighead's truck, which makes it better.
Yeah.
Because we're just driving down the road and Britt goes, dude, I was just thinking about something. I was like, what were you thinking about? He was like, I would be so pissed off right now if I was Jordan.
Yeah.
And dude just starts dying laughing after he said it.
Like, these two guys are just driving my truck around with trash in the back of it.
Yeah. One
Man,
was
what
at
a
least
guy.
his brother.
What a
I
guy.
mean, I at least am his brother-in-law. You're just some random guy.
Yeah. I'm just running. Well, here's something. I was at church a minute ago, and we were the youth they were making these gift bags for a nursing home for old people. And we were like putting like hand sanitizer and lotion, chapstick, candy, socks, like all this crap in the bag. And there was this kid, and he's like, I don't know, 10,
Yeah.
maybe younger. And I'm talking to him. And I was like, what school do you go to? And like, I go to church with this kid. Like, I know who he is. He was like, he told me what school he goes to. He's like, but they don't have my sport at school. And I was like, oh, what sport? And he was like, bowling. And I just got so fired up. So me and this kid are talking about bowling, and like he's like in a league at Pro Bowl. Like he knows Mr. Allen. Yeah.
Let's go.
He's like, I just got my own ball and bag. And so I'm gonna take him. I think I'm gonna give him my Pro Bowl towel. Yeah, my You Got Pro Bowl towel. I'm gonna pass the torch to him.
That is one of the most legendary towels of all time. I would pay real money for that towel. Like,
I mean, you can if you want to buy it from me.
American dollars for that towel. That's how great it is. First of all, shout out this kid at 10 bowling. Okay, there is truly okay. Everybody's gonna think I've lost my mind, but there's truly nothing better than when you bowl, when you throw like one of your first like 10 throws with that bowling ball, and it comes out of your hand clean, and you just watch it break into the pocket, strike, and you're like, holy crap, I might go pro with this ball for like the first 2 games, and then you just return back to your normal self. But for those like 2 games of throwing that brand new ball, oh my gosh, dude, it's amazing. I love bowling. Listen, I love bowling. I'm not afraid to say it out loud. I love bowling. Like, if I could pick a sport to just play, like, to just do all the time, one of them, like, my top 3 or 4 is bowling. It's legendary.
Okay, now that all the girls are gone, we can talk about some cool stuff.
That's crazy. That's crazy. We just talked about bowling to get rid of the ladies.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, bowling. Bowling's cool.
Yeah.
I do miss bowling, but like I still feel the effects that bowling had on my body. My wrist still pops every time I write like a letter, my wrist pops.
Yeah, the last time I went bowling was in the championship game of the league at Pro Bowl. I probably beat this little 10-year-old kid up at the bowling alley. Not actually, but and I bowled 2 200s, and I almost bowled a 600 series, and I was like, this could be the greatest I ever am. So I soaked in winning a bowling league like I just won the Super Bowl. Like, I just smoked a cigar outside, like by my pool. I stayed up till like 3:00 in the morning, just hype the whole time. I was just like living it up. I was like, this could be my peak here, winning this championship in this bowling league.
I was at Lowe's.
You never know.
I was at Lowe's the other day, and I was looking at the plants, and
That's weird.
This lady from the bowling league, I just saw her out of the corner of my eye, and I like sprinted the opposite direction. I got out of there, man.
That's crazy.
No, if you saw who it was the lady. She would get drunk, and she had these kids. She had like 2 boys maybe, and I don't remember who she bowled with.
I was like, who are we talking about?
But she was not very pleasant, and so I got out of there. Yeah.
Oh wait, I do remember her actually. Yeah, I kind of liked her. I thought she was funny.
Glasses, kind of small.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
You ain't got to explain her. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. So bowling, that's cool. Listen, this podcast right here, one of the most random things we've probably ever done in our lives. We actually got on this podcast and looked at each other and said we have nothing to talk about. We're in the dead zone. Send us questions, please. Listeners, send us questions.
Yeah. Another thing about content, like we're in the thick of basketball. Like we're getting down to March. Like seeding, like Tennessee could technically still get a 1 seed. Baseball started up, but like I consume so much of it that I don't want to talk about it. Like I just like I've already heard all I can ever hear.
Once SEC play starts in baseball, we'll really talk about baseball. Basketball, SEC tournament comes around. And Vanderbilt has an interim coach. We'll talk about that. That'll actually be fun. But I'm just Vanderbilted out, I guess. Kind of like Britt. I'm never tired of talking about Vanderbilt actually, but I just for right now, basketball team, I've said the same thing over and over for 3 months. Like I'm not gonna make y'all come listen to me say the same thing again. Whoa, pause. For 20 minutes. So yeah, you're ridiculous. Anyways, you know what it is. The Vanderbilt University, greatest university maybe of all time. Our return to greatness is inbound. And anchor down. Where's the line?
Thanks for listening. Goodbye. Go Vols.
Goodbye.